Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey, it's Motorcycle Monday, yeah, and this is Piper for Running Your Motor with Piper. Today, so a couple things. I have been trying to, of course, figure out how I can talk to like everybody as they come on. So there, in the beginning, there was like a really good connection. I can see everybody like coming up. Hey, how you doing this evening? How are you? Can you hear me okay? Because sometimes I know that goes out too, so I try to get that so that it does not go out. But in the beginning, it was like really easy to communicate and use this platform to just go live because I can see the people come on and I can click it. Then I tried to do it from my computer because I wanted to be able to show you guys things from my phone. Mr. Stein! Hi, Mr. Stein! I wanted to be able to show you guys things from my phone so that I can, show it to the screen and use my computer to be able to do that. And then it got to a point where I couldn't figure out how to add people from the computer, which would have been way better than trying to do it from my phone, because then when I turned the phone to the computer, it was backwards. You couldn't see anything, so it wasn't working. So now I started, speaking to other people who have commentation, who, go live, who present, things, speak to the motorcycle community. And it seems that they all do like streaming software. And I mean, I looked into that, but for me, it seems like that'll be a more pre-programmed and pre-amped show, because I would have to, go live, and then I would have a link that I would have to send out to guests for them to be able to be live, on air with me, which I didn't really want to do, because this is like, for me, I'm a talker, if you haven't noticed already. I just like to talk and not just necessarily plan things and not have it where it's pre-programmed. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't want to have to send a link like, are you going to be on the show today? And send a link, and then they may be available, they may not be available. So I like the impromptu, just talking to people as they, come on. Hey, Mommy, how you doing? How you doing in Chicago? My mom's in Chicago and she's watching today. Hey, GQ, what's up? Do we want to try this again? Do we want to try to get you on again? Are you on your computer or are you on your phone? Let's see. Man, and two, so for this weekend, I wanted to, so as I was saying, there are different programs that you can use. Like, I looked at StreamYard, I looked at Ecamm, some other things, and like I said, you have to send those links out to the people first, and it seems like it's going to be like pre-programmed. And I never have questions. I don't know how to sit and write interview questions. Like I said, I just like motorcycles. I just like motorcycling. I just like to ride, and I just like to talk. I just like to run my mouth. And I like when people are able to come on and just share their experiences and things that they like or that they want to talk about. So I don't know that I'm going to venture into that actual streaming, because then it doesn't seem as impromptu to me. But what I wanted to talk about today, man, so Beautiful Mounds MC in Virginia had their anniversary this weekend. Next Level Lafayette had their anniversary this weekend. And I'm seeing pictures, and I was on call, and then I was supposed to have training. Then it was my goddaughter's birthday, so I didn't get to get anywhere, and I'm just looking like, I wish I was there. I wish I was fellowshipping and having fun. So it's like, dang, like, how do you get a successful anniversary? And what do you consider successful? Like, what goes into your planning process? What is it that you want to ultimately achieve at the end of your anniversary? Is it more personable, where you have the opportunity to really actually talk to and greet your guests in a more controlled environment? Do you just want to party, party, party? Let's all get wasted type thing. What is it that you guys, as you know, party goers or fellowshippers, like, what are you looking for in an anniversary? And when your club is putting their anniversary together, when you're meeting, like, what is it that you're, thinking about? Are you thinking about, having a jam-packed weekend? My favorite words, jam-packed weekend. Like, because when I come from out of town, I want to be able to have a variety of things to do. Not everybody wants to have to follow an itinerary, like bam, 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 and be at all the places, especially if it's a city you've never been to. You want to be able to explore the city. So, like, do you put out, like, I've seen anniversaries where they put out a pamphlet, like, these are where the shopping malls are, these are where the liquor stores are, these are where the attractions are, the museums, the zoos and things like that, like, so that people can do other things as well as be able to do, like, the motorcycle stuff, like at, like, Harley, or if it's at another, like, moto shop or somewhere else to go. So I'm wondering, like, what do you guys like, or what do you guys want to see when you're going somewhere, when you're frequenting an anniversary? And then how do you want to capture that moment? Like, for me, I love taking pictures. However, I also like to be in the moment. So if I'm having too much fun, sometimes I don't even get any pictures. Like, so I'm like, dang, that was a fly weekend and I ain't get no pictures. Yo, your pictures. So, like, and I'm such a photographic person. So seeing stuff like, and I know obviously you set your lens that way, but like when you had like a focus and then the back was like blurred a little bit, but you can still see it, but you still see the interactions. Like, there was so many like crisp things and like the colors. I was like, damn, like I felt like I was like standing and looking in some of the things. And like, I don't know if that's what you were going for, if that's what you just captured, or if it was just me, because in my heart I was still there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when you're capturing, oh, introduce yourself, because you didn't get to do that last time. So can you see you and you can see me?
Yes, I can see you. I can see you now. Finally.
Right. What's up,
What's up? What's up? What's up? So,
man?
for the people who don't know, I'm Ricky, but some people know me as GQ. Um, Videographer, photographer, painter, motor vlogger, the whole 9 yards. Educator, and to answer your question, I really want to answer your question as far as like uh annual, what I want to see with like annuals or like weekend events. um Obviously I want to see a variety, and I want things to be uh spaced out enough to, kind of like piggyback off your point of, I'm the kind of person that like to go out and like see stuff. um Whenever I get to a new location, I always pull up Google Maps and I look up points of interest, and then I just type in points of interest near me, and things will just pop up. And then I look at the proximity, of course, from where I'm staying at to these different places, and then try to line them up with the events that the host club is putting up, or putting out, so I can have a fun-filled week. And I want to, get everything, because a lot of times, a lot of these places and cities are places I haven't never been before. So I don't want to go travel, especially if I'm traveling long distance, and miss out on something, and I don't know the next time I'm gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
um,
Absolutely.
I that's how I try to set it up. So if what I'm looking for, of course, an itinerary, and it is spaced out, like at this time this was happening, so I can make my decision. But like you said, putting in things that you might want to see type of section as well, and things that allow people, or places that allow people to really kind of mingle with each other. I know that sounds crazy. It's like, well, you had a motorcycle event, but like, how can you put people together to, you're not forcing them to like talk and be around, but like whenever somebody puts like a breakfast or something together, and I'm just thinking about breakfast in general, that time is usually a time where like people are really like sitting down,
And talk.
chopping it up and talking and learning and sharing stories and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I like to have something like that. Doesn't have to be a breakfast, but something more on
Intimate.
a intimate setting to where people can really like vibe out with each other and talk and learn and stuff like that. So
Because
um
coming off the road, you got a story. Something that happened to you getting there until like you're hearing that like, yo, we were blah 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 blah. And you get a chance to sit, and so you like breakfasts or like meet and greets, like when they have like a hospitality room. You know what I
uh-huh,
mean? And like people come
yeah.
out as they please or they feel like it, and you run into like, oh yo, when you get here, blah blah blah, what route you taking? And you sit and you chop, and then somebody mingles in and they start adding to the conversation. But yes, places where you can actually have a conversation, because we know Saturday night that's the party and you're not gonna be able to
Mhm.
talk to anybody for real. So what are you doing Friday, Saturday? Do you feel too like what's too long a weekend? I'm noticing it now. People are starting like Wednesday sometime to give people that time to like, it's like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Like that's, I don't got that much PTO. I can't.
I mean, I think when you get to the point where you're doing something Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like you have been around a long time and you have a very like large and established presence that's catering to the local community and the biker community.
Mhm.
Because a lot of times, I mean, bikers, they may not be able to make it on a Wednesday or
Right.
sometimes Thursday, so I think that's more for, the local area
Mhm.
people and the civilians, quote unquote, um, to kind of like interact with, in addition to the weekend. But I think that's why they start to kind of like get those people in as well. But yeah, that would be my only thing. Just somewhere where, like you said, like hospitality suite or something, but have it like, pinpointed, like this is going on at this time or whatever, so people can come in and have that. Because some people may watch this and say, well, that's what you do when you get to the host hotel and stuff like that. But when you put something in writing, you put a time by it.
Mhm.
I might be at the host hotel, but I might just sit in my room.
Yes,
You
absolutely.
or I might be at a separate hotel,
That part.
because it was too late for me to book it, or they didn't have any more rooms, and I didn't know all these people were doing XYZ. So when you put something like in
Mhm.
writing in the time, I think people like they gravitate toward it, like, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and check this out because I think that's cool too. But um, the picture aspect, and I know I'm going backwards, but I try to. First of all, I would be remiss without giving Next Level Lafayette a shout out. Them dudes, they did their thing. Their first annual, they put on for Lafayette, like for real. Of course, Big Breeze showed up in numbers to support them, and it was a fantastic time. But
Ask
when
you
I
something.
take pictures, I come from the video side. I'm not a big photographer, but I know what I like to look at, and I know what I think is like cool from an artistic like viewpoint. So off guard, I don't really like people want to pose. I don't like when people pose for my pictures. I
Mm.
like to just like catch them in the moment. So like you feel like you said, you can feel like you're there, like you're watching them interact, just like you were there. You're not sitting up there and you talking to somebody and they just start striking a pose in front of you. No, people are talking, they're laughing, they're dapping each other up, they're hugging each other,
Like
they're laughing.
Detroit G is always yapping. I know you kept like, and it looked like he was like saying something next, and I felt like, because when we were just at the Proc, he does like he'll just grab you around the arm, like, where you ride to next? What you doing? What you this? I got this, and like he's so personable. So in that photo of him, I
Mm.
saw literally his eyebrows are like he was about to like you, and I was like, damn, what was he talking about? Like I just started thinking like all these things because that's what I felt when I saw like the pictures. Like, and then when the OGs were like sitting there, it looked like it was like a meeting of the minds. Like, what were they discussing? Like, was it like road conditions? Was it like the next thing? Like, was it something like deep? Was it funny? Like, and I just wanted to be there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I like capturing people off what they're doing too. Like, cause it's natural. It's in the natural. Like,
yeah, totally agree. So I've decided to pull the camera out more this year and not focus on, well, I'm still gonna focus on video, but just add like photography with it as well. So just trying to give a different perspective. And plus, another reason why I like doing or taking those types of pictures is because, you know, my connections on the other side, on a corporate level, like I'm capturing like you see what like we doing some stuff. We fellowshipping, we coming together, we riding, you know, we have clean bikes, like we showing up in numbers, we have a presence. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna show you like this ain't just talk, like we have a presence out here. So that's another reason why I started taking more pictures and stuff more. But I didn't want too much of nothing. I'm a,
really good point because I think, I mean, and I know motorcycle corporations know obviously that our dollar is there, but I don't think they know, like you said, to the extent that it's there. I don't know if they think we just get it for show, but we're really using it. Like, we're using it. We're proud of it. We're out here with it. We're traveling with it. Like the maintenance, like you said, building it, customizing it, keeping it clean. Like, you know, because I've seen advertisements for bikes from other people selling them, and it'll be, I don't know, say 2012, 2014, and it'll have like 12,000 miles. And I'm like, what did you do with that bike? Like, you didn't explore, you didn't go, like, you know what I mean? And maybe they didn't have the time to do it, but like, I want to go everywhere. Like, when I say everywhere, I mean like everywhere that I can possibly go. So even to the point where saying like geo fencing things and like looking at what's here, like, and that's why I enjoy when people share, because you get to see things that you may have missed somewhere. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, wait, where are those big praying hands? Where's the big dresser? Where's the rocking chair? Where's the this? I'm like, oh, this is this city. So I definitely look at stuff like that. Like, oh, y'all are famous for this, or y'all are famous for that. I want to see that wall. I want to see this mural. I want some food. Did you get the gumbo? I know you're from Louisiana, so I know you already know, like, they had gumbo, and it's like, I saw like people's pictures and they were going to laugh. I was like, damn, they down there eating good. So you probably didn't even care because that's just your food. So you didn't even. You're so lucky.
but I didn't want to take up too much of your time. I just want to come on and hop on, answer
I hate
respond to your questions and stuff like that.
the real quick equipment. Let them know like what equipment you use. Was it your GoPro that you took those pictures with, or do you have a separate camera? Like, what do
That's
you
it.
use?
That's when I say I'll pull out that's like my real camera.
Oh, like the.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So how do you travel with all of that? Like, you obviously you have cases, but depending on where it is that you're going, do you take you have a drone too,
Uh-huh.
right? So,
Yep.
so did you travel with your drone, or you didn't really do the drone this time? Like,
I
how do
didn't
you
I didn't I didn't take the drone this time, but I usually put all my camera gear like GoPros, batteries, and big cameras, drones. I put that in my tour pack, and like I have one half of my tour pack like designated for that. Like my tour pack is like my miscellaneous stuff. So, like I have like hoodies and my camera gear and just like stuff like that up there. Right side is my tools and like jump boxes and all that stuff. And left side is my changing gear. So like my rain gear, my heated gear, stuff like that. So and my clothes is usually in my backpack, which is on my back seat.
is on your backseat? So you keep your bike it's that way. It's like you're programmed to have it that way, so you know where things are. Like
Yes.
so, you
So I know when I'm going to my bike, left side gear, right side tools, back seat obviously clothes, tool pack, miscellaneous stuff like my hat, like stuff that I bring like for me, like my hats, like I change hats and stuff like
Mhm.
that, and my hoodies and stuff like that, but in my camera gear. So all of that is in my tool pack.
So you guys have an anniversary coming up. Tell the people when it is.
March 29th to 31st, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Come on down to the Red Stick. Holler at your boy GQ. Look, it's going down. We got games.
I was
We
about to
got
say,
prizes.
so what went into planning your anniversary? Because this is your inaugural. This is
This is our
y'all break.
It's our first blackout. This is our inaugural blackout. So we're gonna have games, prizes, gift cards, giveaways, the whole 9 yards. Come on down. You're gonna get fed good. You're gonna eat this good food down here. You know what I'm saying? So make your way down to the Red Stick, March 29th through the 31st. We'll be looking for you. You see me, snap it up with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna be running around like a chicken with my head cut off, but I'm never too busy to stop and take a picture. And I just hope y'all come down and support us on our first blackout. We'll definitely appreciate it.
Absolutely. So are you the designated photographer, or all of you guys will be doing it, or that's just what you're taking on anyway because that's
I
what you like
just
to do? You want
That's just what I do. So I'll be doing a little bit of
a
everything,
little
but all of
bit.
us will be doing everything. So yeah,
Y'all heard?
just saying.
Louisiana again. They coming y'all like they telling y'all like let's get it. Y'all missed this weekend. You got a chance to like really make it up with these down south brothers. It's gonna feed us
Yeah,
good food. You
yeah.
understand? When we get off the bike, we going
Don't eat. Yeah, we got y'all.
listen.
I'm telling you.
And that's
Let me
I'm at
feel.
the table. I'm gonna walk around, but I'm gonna be at the table where the stuff is. I appreciate you so
Man,
much. Look, isn't it
no
cool?
problem.
Oh, now it doesn't want to come on the every time. Like normally come so that's and then you can do
That
nope.
happens. You can do that on there. See,
Yeah.
that's that iPhone stuff. I don't know nothing about all
No,
that.
it's Facebook Live. It's
Oh,
something that they
really?
make the whole
Yo, keep hearing a hotel deep. I got you, brother.
oh
I
yes,
got you.
can you drop your flyer in the comments? Do you have
Could, could I do
is
that?
it yeah, like when you go to comment, you can it's the same as like commenting on somebody's post and you get to it's a little you'll see the camera button and you can put flyers in there, links in there. Like can they go online and purchase the tickets? Do you have like Cash App? Like where do they get the bands and the tickets and stuff?
Just down when you get here. You, you gonna be all right. We gonna take care of you.
That's just
I don't know how.
let me see.
I don't think that's on. Maybe I gotta be on my computer to do it because I can't do it from my phone. But um, I'll go back when the live is over and just
Yeah, it's
drop it enough for people to see. Um,
yeah, so for it to be on there. So I appreciate you. So he said itineraries, definitely. So we're gonna get some more guests to see what y'all are saying. Itineraries, points of interest. He wants to be able to fellowship and mingle in not such a loud place, a more intimate setting. Definitely having something to do and space out and organization. Like, so do you ever feel overwhelmed sometimes with like what they have to do? Do you ever feel like obligated to be in all of those places because you think you're going to miss something like the sound competitions or like the races? Because I know because you video blog, like you want to capture it all as well as spend
that's a very, very good question. And yes, I do feel overwhelmed at times, but that's just me in my creative, like I like thinking, how can I best capture the entire weekend? Because people who weren't here, I want to put them in the position like they were here. So I want to catch everything. And sometimes I can't. And sometimes I do run myself ragged trying to go over here, then leave over here, and running around and this, that, and the third. And I think it's really a thankless job, but I don't do it. Like I do it because I do love. I really enjoy doing it.
apps.
But I will say it's not easy. A lot of people think, just, oh, I see GQ, doing video and stuff like that. Yeah, I encourage everybody to do it, but know that it's work. You have a lot of stuff to think about logistically, making sure you have backup stuff in case your gear fails. Like I bring multiple GoPros with me. On this coming back from Jacksonville, one fell off. I happened to catch it in the air before it hit the ground, but just stuff happens.
That's the second time that happened.
Yes, second time it happened. So just making sure that you have like backups, making sure that you just properly prepared to capture all of this stuff. Like it's a lot of work that gets put into behind the scenes. Like I actually have my computer up right here, and I saw you going on live. I was like, we must take a break. So I wanted to put out another small video, like a teaser from this weekend, and continue working on the big video from this weekend. So I'll try to have the big video done by Wednesday, but it never stops. It never stops. It is a lot of work to sift through. I think I have like 32 hours worth of like footage. It doesn't seem like that, but like those minutes add up. Like you
32 hours.
yeah, just
Oh, because it's
it just it keeps going.
72 hours for 3 days. So you're gonna comprise 32 hours into what? A teaser and then like a 30-minute video or a 20-minute video? Like, what do you do? Do you overlap it? Like, can you use it at another time or put it together? Like, do you have like an end of the year like compilation, like all the things that stuff that you didn't use in your teaser and your real one? Do you like
I
set aside and you already?
keep everything. So everything that I shoot, um, I have an external hard drive, so I take all my footage and I offload it to that. So no matter when I want to go back and look at it, I know it's there. I can go pull it up at any time. But I just lay everything out and I just start chopping it down, stuff that I know I'm not going to use. A lot of time sometimes it's just me just walking around, not even remembering that the camera is on because it's just in my hand. I'm just like, dang, that's 10 minutes right there. And it's crazy like how fast it adds up. Um, but for the people who want to do it, I encourage them to do it. Even if you think that you won't be good at it, just get out there, just try it. You get better with time. Like you gonna get better at it. If you want to go to these annuals and recap it for your own personal enjoyment, do it. You know, I like to just look back at it and just be like, man, I had a great time now. Like I saw, like you remember things, but then like some stuff like it's like, oh, I forgot that happened. Like that
Then
was cool.
do you ever like look at it and sit back and crack up like, damn,
All
like
the
that
time,
is
all
hell? Or like,
the time.
when you're feeling bad or you're feeling down or you're not having like such a good day, like that's what I love about Facebook memories. Even though some of the memories that come up may not be the best, but a lot of times I'm like, damn, like I know some really cool people and some good times. Like I've had a lot of great moments and it does, it like cheers you up and you're like looking at stuff like my girls are crazy and we have like a damn ball. So just looking at footage, you be like nuts.
Yeah.
Like I can't. And like, how do you choose what's best out of and like you said, 10 minutes of walking around, okay, that's one thing. But like when it's like good stuff, how do you say, oh, I really like this, but you got to sacrifice to put over to the side because you want
So
like, how do you know what the people want to see, or you just look at it from what you know that you would want to see on the other side of looking? Because like
right. So I would so I look at it like this. Okay, you have a trip. What about that? I'm gonna just use the my ride to Sturgis for an example. So going there were certain monuments that I want to hit because a lot of people haven't been there. You always want to
absolutely.
think about if they haven't been to this place, what can you show them to give them a better understanding of this
Mhm.
place? So I want to make sure I hit these monuments. I want to make sure I hit these roads. I want to make sure I talk to people and get interaction with those people. I want to make sure I get us on the bikes riding and stuff like that. And I want to get us talking about our experiences like in general. So that's kind of like the the
Um,
big circle, the 360 degrees that I look at. On the other side, it's like, okay, I look at things like differently. Like if I'm going strictly for to an annual, you know, I want to catch the bikes pulling up. Definitely want to catch, you know, if they cutting up, burning out, and you know, make it rapping on the bikes and stuff.
yes, yes,
Like
yes, yes,
you
yes.
want to, you want to get that. If it's a party or a day party or a meet and greet and it's live and you want to show people dancing and stuff,
Yes.
what you don't want to do is have like dead space. So
Mm,
what I call dead space, when it's just like too much of the same thing going on and not enough of different
mm,
stuff. So even when I do like riding videos or whatever, and I'm on a highway, it's never too much where I'm just like it's just riding straight and then nothing's happening. I'm either cutting to like I'm showing like some trees, or I'm showing a 18 wheeler pass on the side of me. I even point the camera up to the sky
yes.
sometimes. I point at the ground, just all different kinds of stuff. You don't want to just have too much of the same thing because people get bored after a while. Our attention spans are slowly getting shorter and shorter and shorter.
Hero.
So you gotta hit them with something that's bam, 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 or allude to something that's gonna happen. So
And like, who is it coming? Is it coming? And you're
yeah,
like, then y'all, what happened? And that's what your teasers are. That's what you're talking about. Like when you do the teasers, like put it out there, like you don't want to miss this episode with
yeah.
GQ because blah, blah.
So
Listen,
but I'm this is definitely not about me. I'm not trying to take over on this
no,
live.
I mean, again, this is for people who want to do it. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying because I have so much video and I want to like show it and tell, and I just get too excited. And sometimes I can't put my words together. So I've been practicing trying to like talk slow. Like when I'm driving, I'll just look around and try to say something. And it's not like he's saying it's I don't know, it's not easy. Like and when you
Like if you if you walking around, you say walking around or riding around
riding around, like
on the
when I'm
bike.
in going coming to work or something. So I'll just say like, you know, the journey has led me here. Today I ventured off to blah blah blah, and I saw the in my mind. I'm just trying to get like my words and stuff. So you can't story tell. Like what are you like?
Mm-mm,
You
mm-mm.
like no. What?
You want to listen to me. I mean, you can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it how you want to do it, but to not put as much strain on yourself because what you're gonna find yourself doing is you're gonna find yourself having dead space because you're trying to process what to say as you're passing by. Just let it be natural. Like if you riding somewhere, going somewhere, whatever, and somebody just cut you off, like man, why you cut? Like you just want to keep that
Yes.
that
And
in there.
to me too. This car shot across like 4 lanes. I was like, whoa, shit! Did y'all see that?
That's it,
Damn!
right? You know
Like,
what I'm saying?
where was he
You
going?
keep that
Yes.
in there, and so then you supplement that with you talking about like, yeah, I was on my way to work and I didn't know, you know, it was gonna be crazy. Traffic was crazy, blah blah blah, and then before you know it, this happened, and then you you see because you know what happened. Your audience don't know. But you led them into that moment where you were just chilling, minding your business, you're like, oh shit, like the car cut you off. And so you literally like held their hand and took that part right there.
Listen, I'm telling you that car came, and then like my head was like this, like ooh, like he almost missed the damn exit. Like he took the. I was like, what? It was crazy, and like, and so I know it's probably like, blah, blah, blah. So I didn't even put up her back, but my head was going like this, so I know that's gonna come out like just nuts, and that's when I was coming back from Jacksonville, and it was
Mm.
dark because I always like ride at night, and I was like damn, like I don't know if he was like focused on something else, if he his GPS was moving slower than he was. That MFer took off to the side. He did not have a lot of room. He just made it. So everybody's saying like be organic, like be natural. And I guess like that's a good thing. But when you have to go back in voiceover, where's the, what is it, organicity? Is that a word?
How is it organic? It's organic. So you telling a story and you mixing in you you are putting the you're leading them to the next point. Everything is organic because it's not you just talking the whole time, like just doing a narrative. You're just filling in the gaps in that part. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they may not know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you kind of want to make sure like you keep them along that same path. Like it's still organic because you out there riding, you're having these experiences on the road in real time. You're
Yeah.
just telling them, you just literally guiding them up until boom, organic experience. Then you talk about something else or whatever, how you felt after that. Like somebody cut you off, he's like, and after they cut me off, like my heart was beating so bad because you may not have been able to say in that moment, my heart is beating so fast. You feeling your heart beating fast, but you couldn't say like, oh my God, my heart beating fast. So you just telling them, y'all, my heart was beating so fast after this joker, like cut me off, blah, blah, blah. And then, you just keep going until you lead them into something else organic that didn't happen.
Oh yeah. And it
And
is.
press those buttons. Let me tell you a lot of things. A lot of people get these cameras, because they see everybody recording stuff. You gotta press it. You gotta get it set up good, and you gotta remember to press the button.
Gather
Yes, I seen you, Beauty. Push the doggone button.
button.
Push
That's what she said. She always get to.
push the button. You gotta push the button. That's the only way it's gonna work. I don't care if you don't do nothing else with it, but push the button.
Because like you said, that's when you have to have your backup batteries and everything else. Like, you know how many deer have like run across and I'm like, I'd be like, damn, I wasn't recording. Like, and it's just like, you be like, man, and it's just crazy. We're
So
pretty tight. He said, oh, the voiceover part. I'm trying to see where he said, oh, voiceover. That's what I'm about to read that voiceover.
allows you to expound on your thoughts, then it becomes relatable in the example. Yep.
Go great at that. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
big brother right there. But yeah, just like so, and I get this question a lot, especially when I come to different events and people like, well, gee, how you know what to record? I just got a GoPro, or Insta, whatever. How do you know what to press? Because like I press the button, then my it runs out fast. Like it don't last long. How do you make it last long? I tell them, I don't record every single thing. Like your batteries will not last at all. You have to be mindful when to press. So obviously, if I know I see rain clouds coming,
You
I press the button, look, and just ride for a little bit because I know in my head I'm gonna be talking about these rain clouds coming. Boom. I don't have to keep it recording the whole time while it's raining, but I press it and make sure they see it's raining hard as hell. Or if I'm going over a bridge, you know what I'm saying? Like I like to record going over
I
bridges.
love
Um, riding of course different parts of like mountains and things like that, or anything that is a point of interest on the road that you see coming up. It could be a big statue on the side or something. I turn my camera and make sure I catch that because it keeps the viewer engaged.
it.
You don't have to have 2-3 hours of you just going down I-10 and there's nothing really happening. Make sure you press record when you're getting ready to come up on something that looks unique, that looks different, that's gonna make the viewer like see like, dang, where is he at? Dang, like that was cool. Just whatever. So, but press the button though.
Press.
First step is just pressing the button.
You press the button,
Press
and then the rest
the button.
just come. And the external batteries, and I guess if it's prop there, you can kind of have it still on your cigarette adapter. It can
So
be doesn't.
there are door depending on how you it's so many ways you can make this thing go like forever. So you can do the cigarette lighter, and there's doors um that go to the GoPro that have a little cutout
I saw
so you
that.
can plug it in, and not worry about the battery coming out. So if you concerned about it just dying like that, make sure you have a big enough memory card, and then just have that power running to it the whole time, and you don't have to worry about it necessarily like going dead. There are people who they get the external battery packs in general, like a USB like battery bank,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll tape it to like the back of the helmet and just like run it so that it never like dies. You know, it's a lot of different ways to keep the power to it, but that's too much for me. You know what I'm saying? That's just,
Yeah, that's
I just buy some batteries, and whenever I get to the next gas stop, I just swap them out and keep going. Matter of fact, I just bought some extra batteries. Oh, tip for people who are watching who do have GoPros. GoPro batteries do not do well in extremely cold weather. You can charge them up to 100%. You you may get 10 seconds, 15 seconds at the max, and it'll shut off. It'll say um your GoPro battery your GoPro turned off because of the battery was dead. It's not dead. The battery just doesn't function in certain
that's
temperatures. That's why they came out with a newer a newer style um
battery.
battery. Yeah, I don't know if I got it in no, but the newest style batteries are, I guess I'll open it up while I'm on camera. But it's
Oh,
it's the white ones, the black and white ones. They're
okay.
normally black and blue.
Yeah,
These are the
with
enduro.
the line. Yeah.
Yeah. So these are the enduro batteries. They work better in like
In that
extreme
weather.
temperatures in
Okay.
that type of weather. Because even coming back from Lafayette
It was
with this
cold.
unexpected freeze, yeah, it was extremely cold, and my batteries, I kept having to turn it back on, turn it back on, turn it back on because they just didn't work good. And they were all charged up. I make sure I charged up everything at night, but they just don't work well. Plus, the white and black batteries, they last longer in general. It's supposed to be 40% more um battery power, longer lasting battery than the traditional blue and black ones or whatever.
And that
But
is GoPro brand. That's
yeah,
not an off brand.
this
That's
this is this is GoPro
brand.
brand batteries. Uh, I typically try to stay with the GoPro. I don't know. I'm getting tongue tied. The GoPro brand. Um, I do have aftermarket brand batteries for my GoPro as well, but that's like for like emergency purposes. On like I've ran through everything and I need
Everything else
something,
you
then
need.
I'll throw those in there. But I don't expect those to last long. I just need that just to get me to my next stop or whatever the case is, or till I can get to a point to where I can charge up my official um um batteries.
Batteries.
But yeah,
That's it.
that was just
Uh,
something that I just thought about. So
That's
yeah,
good because we're always, especially up north, in extreme conditions. So not till summer comes. So is it the same for the cold as well as the hot? Like, does it not
yeah,
function well if it's too hot?
yep, yep,
It's either way.
yep.
Like if you don't,
So it
okay,
will say your GoPro turned off because of overheating. So
okay,
it'll say it'll it's crazy. It don't say it gets too cold. It'll just say your battery just drained or whatever. It's not charged or whatever. Which it is. It's just the cold just zaps it for whatever reason.
that's
Um, but it can also overheat on the other side of the spectrum. So this one, the Enduro batteries help
everything
um
cold and
with
hot.
both of them.
So we just, and
Yeah.
it comes in a double pack, or that's just what you option
That's
to get, a double pack.
that's just the one I got. I just bought some extra ones
If you
because
need
riding
to.
season is really about to get underway, and I didn't want to wait to the last minute to just get all my stuff ready. But I would say for anybody who is looking to like start off, um I would advise them to get two, at least two. Get two cameras, one for your helmet Chin mount or side mount, however you want to set it up, it's up to you. And one for your handlebar. And the one for the handlebar, if you're a beginner, I suggest you get a 360, whether it's an Insta 360 or a GoPro 360. Totally up to whoever wants to, whatever you prefer. I prefer the Insta 360 because it has a slimmer profile. It's hold on. But if, I got it. I literally had this stuff right here, so I might well just go ahead and just pull it out while I'm talking.
So I
So
noticed that you said that you can get GoPros like renewed or remanufactured, but are Insta 360s too new for that? And so you have to buy them new, or do they have it the same where you can get them, you know, discounted or something, especially if it's somebody who's just starting out?
I'm not sure about the actually I thought I did have my Insta, but I don't know where it's around here somewhere. But the GoPros had been out for a while.
Okay.
Um that's why they have those renewed. The Insta is fairly new. You can probably get the renewed older ones, like the older ones.
But
But
not the
nah, not nothing. You probably better off going and try to find one at a pawn shop or something. But what you want to have is at least a 9. Now, the reason why I say 9 because on the heroes, I don't have it with me. So this is a 9 I have right here. I usually roll with the 10s. But
okay.
the 8, you don't want anything 8 and under nowadays. 8 has a fixed lens. This part right here, if it cracks, like if it hits something, a rock or something, you can take this off and get this replaced. And
Oh,
so you can
good.
still, yeah, so you can still use that. It twists off. The 8, and I don't know why they switched to it. It's molded into, I don't have an 8, but it's molded into the camera body. So you would have to send the whole camera off to replace that lens if it happened to crack. And um, it take a lot to crack it because it's Gorilla Glass or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so something hard really have
Out
to hit
from
it for.
pictures, so they should have made it hard to crack. 'Cause, like
Right.
they're
It's very
chipping and
it's legit.
yeah.
So I would say anything 9 and up. Uh, if you're gonna shoot, try not to shoot. You can shoot how you want to shoot. I'm just my tips because I just know how I like to look at certain stuff. Try not to do wide. Try to keep it in linear. And if you have a GoPro, there's different settings on there. Try to keep it in linear. That stops having that bold, that fisheye kind of look, and it'll have like a more natural,
Horizon.
horizontal look.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at anything, try not to do wide or extra wide or super view. Keep it at linear so it looks more natural to you. And especially like if you upload it to YouTube or Facebook or something. Some people get motion sickness looking at those types of things like that. So it just
Why?
does something to the brain and the eye and stuff like that. Some people. So I try to keep it like as straight as possible. So use it. I usually shoot linear, and I usually shoot at 120 frames per second. And that allows me to just like capture a lot of frames because I like to use a lot of slow mo. So when I slow it down, it has more data to pull from, and it makes it look more natural. It doesn't look as choppy.
And so the slow mo is more. It's like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a climax. Like, is that what you use it for? Like to be like, and it's like you're coming and you know coming, and then it's just like, and you're like, whoa, like how they do like and so it's like woo, and then it just stops again, and then you're just like, damn, like that was fine. It makes you go like back and forth. So it's
Yeah,
dramatic. It's like
yeah, it adds drama.
yeah,
It,
yeah.
it adds drama. So I hit the slow mo, like especially like if I hit a part where like I'm talking and stuff, and then I have the music going at the same time, and it's getting climactic, and then boom, and then I'll just like show like a slow-mo of like me in the rain. So when I'm talking about like how the rain is hitting me and like the feeling that I'm getting and stuff like that, you can see it, like you're processing it more because you can actually like really feel what's going on. Right.
Like
You
you see
can see the pops of rain
it,
bouncing off you and stuff.
your braids are like, yes. And then, and I don't know if you know, but like you're kind of like a comedian too. And I don't know if you do it intentionally. Like, but when you like, you say like, what did you say? A dad in a waiting room with a newborn baby. So like you just put the like things in there. And I crack up, and I'm like, damn, that was funny, but it fit like right there. So I think like even like watching, like I've been watching so many videos and I'm entertained. Like you don't even need cable, like, you know what I'm saying, because you're just seeing like things from people's views and perspectives and like the colors, and you can almost feel yourself in it. Because when they tell, like, they deem me the storm chaser, because I'm always like, Mother Nature is my arch nemesis, and I don't even know why. I love her,
Listen,
but
they, I get it. It never fails. I've ridden more in rain than without it.
and
Yeah,
you're
I get it.
like, for real, like you really had the rain today and right here. Like Alabama totally hates me. I've never rode in Alabama and not experienced rain. You know how many times I've been in Alabama and I've never been dry, like ever. And I'm just like, Florida, like I just got like, probably this honorly, it's probably like the third time I've been to Florida that I didn't get rain. I'm like, Sunshine State, where? Because y'all like, like, and it's just like crazy, and I'm just like, this is insane, but I love it and I enjoy it, and I thank you so much. Like, I hope y'all guys are as excited as I am, and solid, and to just practice, like, push the button,
Push
and
the
and
button.
and so you can share like your adventures and what you're seeing and where you're going and what you're doing, because like we live vicariously through each other, like, you know what I mean. It makes you excited to plan a trip, to want to go somewhere. Or if you're like reluctant, like you said, like, it's Sturgis for me. Am I supposed to be here? And then you got there and had the time of your life, met people, made connections with people that you still like speak to today. And it's not a color thing like they try to make it. Like, I think they try to keep us away from all the good stuff. You know what I mean? Like, so, oh, don't come over here. And then it be fly. Like, you know what I mean? So if
It
somebody watching
was fly. But listen, for people who ain't, even if you don't go to the rally and that
you,
whole
just
thing, like, and
is
people will say, well, I ain't never heard that, and I was all in the comments because like that was my first like super viral video. People all in the comments say, well, nobody, I ain't never heard nobody say, I never heard nobody say that. When you come up on like through the black set, like there's like narratives that get handed down,
absolutely,
like through like club to club, from person to person, from,
absolutely,
just over time. And the narrative is like, well, we weren't always like welcome there. And that was like one of the reasons why the roundup was started. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't really go there per se. And so me, I'm just like an explorer in general. I'm like, man, I want to go. Like I want to see what it's about. And so the time I was there, it was right when, as the rally was like getting ready to start. So everybody hadn't come in all the way yet, but it was a whole bunch of bikers still there. And I got a chance to really see the hype as far as like the roads. Like rallies are rallies. Like, bunch of people, bunch of bikes, I get it. But what about this particular rally is special? And it's the roads and the scenery and the environment that's around it, like going through the Needle Eye Tunnel,
I
going up, riding through Custer State Park, like going through a opening in the side of a mountain, and you seeing like Mount Rushmore like across the way, and like riding, like going out to Devil's Tower and seeing stuff like that. That stuff like you don't see every day, especially like I'm from New Orleans. Like ain't nothing like that nowhere remotely close to this. So getting out there was bigger to me because I wanted to show people what was out there. And I'm talking about beautiful. It
yeah,
was absolutely stunning. And it was times where I'm just like in my helmet, like,
Whoa.
this is really crazy.
Like,
Like, this is just like, when they say breathtaking, like, I never knew what like breath, like, I thought it was just cliche. But you really have a
Luke,
hard time trying to explain what you're really seeing. Like, it's really breathtaking.
and then you're mad. It's like, is this real? Am I here? And like, so many thoughts are running around, and sometimes I get like teary-eyed
Yep.
because it's so beautiful. And like one
Yep.
road, like, it was a lavender field. Outside smelled so.
Mm-hmm.
It was beautiful. It was sweet, and it was on. I was like, "What is it?" I got off the exit, came back around, and like, you don't feel that in the car. Like, you don't feel it like
Mm-hmm.
honeysuckle, sweet. In Detroit, the Post Factory, when you roll up like close there, you just start smelling fruity pebbles and
Mm-hmm.
and, and Fruit Loops. I'm like, what? And you just, your mouth starts to salivate because like it smells like you just opened a box of cereal. You know, like the effervescence comes out.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn, what is? Because I did not know what that was. And I'm like looking around. Then finally, like over yonder was the Post Factory. I was like, I couldn't live here. Like I would be like on the door at a warehouse, like, yo, like, like, get out and explore. Reese is out all the time. Like I'm
It's a beautiful, when I say it's a beautiful thing, I said and me and my it started out, we left Milwaukee. It was me, my homegirl Renee, and my homeboy Edison, and my club brother Freeze Howard, Freeze, people know him as Freeze. And we went out there, and he left and went back early, but on our way back we stopped somewhere in Wyoming, like just this overpass. I don't say it was overpass, it was an overlook. And like there was a wooden sign that said the beauty of Wyoming. And when I stopped, I pulled my visor up and I just looked, and I'm just like, dang, like it was so, it was eerily quiet, but you can see like stuff like running off in the distance, like animals and stuff, and just like as far as the eye could see, like you just like, it's almost like on the Lion King when he talked
like
with Simba, talking to my father, he's like, what's beyond this area right there? Like it was just like, that's the moment I felt like, what's out there? Like it changed my life. Like stuff like that, I promise you, like that's one of the biggest reasons why I like to record this stuff, because I always think about like the people back home, the people back
right.
like where I'm from, like that will
Yes.
never get a chance. And
See it.
that's the part that gets me kind of like emotional, like being an educator, teaching a lot of kids that has never left the city, that never been out the state, and coming back and thinking about them. It's like, man,
Yep.
I could put them right here with me right now, because this right here is changing me. I
Absolutely.
know what it would do
Grown
for
right.
these kids. It's I can't wait to go to Alaska. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
It's on.
wait. So are you going to go up? So that's my goal again too. So I've touched Hyder. That's different. So
Shout out to
Smiley.
Smiley. Let me tell you, shout out to Smiley.
Smiley and Dimples. So for me, and I know Smiley just rats. He always gets it. But Dimples, I love her. That's my sister, sweetheart. When she saw them caribou, it was like, it's the reindeer! It's the reindeer! And she went over, and they were like, I was like, I gotta get there. I gotta see the reindeer. I gotta put my bike in front of the sled so it can be one of the like. So we're going in for Labor Day. We're going to do the 3 flags. So we're going to go up. Then I'm like, I gotta get to the North Pole. I gotta get to the North Pole. I was like, so like I said, I touched Hyder, and everybody gets that just to get the goal, like just to get into the state. But I don't know if I want Puerto Bay, like how
Mm.
Solo and Snacks and Phenom. I don't know about. I have to get to the North Pole. And did you see when he just went with his brother and the bears were there and the creek and the water and the like he looked, the water was so crystal clear and the bear was just sitting there like, what up? And he was like, what? But it didn't even comment, it didn't even bother. It was just like they were like one together and they didn't even like, you know, it's a bear, like a whole bear. The bear was still just with the water, just fishing, like, and just what I was like, oh my goodness, like, yeah.
So I had planned initially like to go like touch hide, and that's why I say shout out to
Smiley.
Smiley. Smiley. I was like, man, if you're gonna take the time out and go to Alaska, go to Alaska. Like go. Like go and you know, and there's I'm gonna go to Anchorage. So I'm gonna go a little bit like further up. I'm not going all the way up.
Yeah,
I'm not going all the way to Prudhoe Bay and all that stuff, whatever. But I'm definitely gonna go to Anchorage and then drop back down. So that's gonna be one
amazing
for the books. Yeah, I try to take one epic trip every year,
yep.
one big trip, and that's gonna be the one.
Yes,
for real. But I gotta get back to editing this video, man.
I appreciate you so much and the time you spent, and I know the people loved it. Definitely drop the flyer when you get back on so that they can have the hotel information, the dates again. Do you publish your itinerary, or they'll just get it when you get there?
Yeah, no, it's all on there. It's all on there.
So you'll put everything on there. Again, EQ our eyes and ears on the streets, in the highways, everywhere. I'm telling you, like, if you don't see his stuff or want to get somewhere, man, I don't know, like it's amazing, and I just hope more of us share our memories and our journeys to encourage more people to get out and just explore and see things. Get out your comfort zone. It's a road, just like the ones that you're on today. I appreciate you, brother, so much. See you later.
All right.
Man, that's what I'm saying. Like, we gotta ride our bikes like crazy places, far places, like, I don't know, just places. Oh, sister, hey, Kelly 2H2O. So we were talking about, so the premise of the show today was anniversaries, and your anniversary is coming up, and it is May 16th, 17th, 18th weekend. Let me see if you're available so we can talk to you, so you can tell us what if she's not available. Oh no. So this was a great show. I appreciate everyone, all the comments, and again talking about anniversaries. Like, what is it that you're looking for in an anniversary when you're going? Like, what do you want to see? What do you want to do once you get there? That you want it to be like worth your time for coming, especially if you're traveling like a distance to get there. Like, what is it that you're wanting to experience? Let's see. Oh, T-Rob. Oh, it's my photographer here. Let's see. Who has an anniversary coming up soon? Soon. Who has an anniversary coming up? Let's see who our guests still are right now. Boo. Oh, he's not available. I don't know. Like, I think our show was like amazing, guys. I'm so excited. I need to get back to actually working on my videography. Oh, Escobar, let's see if he's on too. If you haven't gotten his book, you need to get it. Oh, that's like for a whole nother show. Like, this is truly amazing. So I'll let him introduce himself, tell you a little bit about it, and then hopefully next Monday he'll be, available to talk to us again. Let's see if he is available to come on and talk to us. I don't know, it's not looking like it's coming. I don't know. I hope to. I'm going to reach out to him and see if he's available. If you haven't, I don't have my book. Let me see if I can pull it up so that you guys can get it and read and be ready to discuss it. Let's see. Book. You can get it on Amazon. Let's see. The Courage Within. Oh, here. Okay. Let me see if you all have not gotten it already. You need to get it, and hopefully, like I said, next week to talk to us about it. Let me take this off of here. Yes, yes, yes. Courage Unveiled, Navigating the Battlefield Within. It is on Amazon again. Definitely go read the reviews, grab the book. Again, Navigating Post-Traumatic Stress Disorder, the journey is a complex journey with insignificant impacts on both the individual and close relationships. When I tell you, you know how we are as, African American community, we don't really believe in like therapy or, seeing something's wrong, being able to like this book, especially for our men, we have to be able to support them in the things that they're going through and the struggles that they have, because as you may know, you don't always have the opportunity to talk about it. And the stigmatism or the stereotype is that men are supposed to be strong. They're not supposed to suffer. They're not supposed to go through anything, and they're supposed to be the breadwinner. And that's it. No, it's real out there. But I want to say thank you, you guys, for always tuning in and supporting. Please, GQ is going to go in and put the flyer in the comments. Go back, definitely go through like his recommendations for cameras and equipment. And like he said, push the button. Beauty, you got a directive. Push the button. Don't be out there riding your bike and not capturing your moments. Definitely push the button. I'll be pushing the button too. I love you guys, and I will see you soon. This video should be up in a minute. And this is Piper, Running Your Motorw Piper. I will see y'all next Monday. And if you have a topic that you want to talk about, inbox me. Call me. We can talk about it first. Like I said, the show is very just running my motor. You running your motor. I'll pull you guys on. It's just a all around beautiful thing. Our guest tonight was GQ, YouTuber extraordinaire. Like, definitely his videos really capture the moment. So again, I think it's important that we all share our journeys and our moments. That's how we get to recognize places that we may be missing out on, and we may want to plan a trip to, we may want to go to, we may want to capture it for ourselves and experience it. I know I love seeing people's pictures and their journeys and things. It's definitely inspiring and encouraging, and I love it. I do. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, man, you can't. You doing what you did, but it came in late. You don't have to watch the playback. It was bomb. It was nice. You missed it. You gotta come on too. You want to say something? You gotta tell the people. I'm gonna see. I don't even. Are you available? Are you available, brother E Hustle? We got West Side in the house. But you gotta tell us how many tickets you got left for the PRO coming up in Atlanta 2025. Oh, you must be busy. So go on the PROC, is it .org.com website? Like, y'all gonna miss out. It's gonna be one for the books again, because Atlanta just does it. Yes, I'm gonna definitely set it up. I appreciate you. Yes, set your clock next week. And then, yes, set it up and I can bring you in. Absolutely. I appreciate you guys. So, again, I'm looking for Escobar. If he has get his book, we're going to discuss that. We're going to talk to Bud about this proc. So if you have any questions, any stories you want to share, nice things that you took away from it, what you may want to see, because he's probably definitely looking for suggestions. We're all for it. I appreciate you guys and appreciate you guys. Until next Monday, it's Running Your Motor with Piper. Later.